If you're anything like me, you get stuck playing the same old games night after night. Don't get me wrong, those games are great, but sometimes you want something different, something fresh, but still familiar. Well, I found a game that scratched that itch. It's called SurrounDead, and it might just be the hidden gem you didn't know you were missing. SurrounDead is a single-player open-world zombie survival game, and honestly, it feels like someone grabbed the best mechanics from your favorite survival titles and Frankensteined them into one surprisingly solid experience. Let me break it down. The first thing I want to talk about is the world. Picture something like 7 Days to Die, but without all the tedious base building grind. The focus here is on exploration. There's abandoned towns, backwood roads, gas stations in the middle of nowhere. It's all there, just waiting to be searched. Then there's the looting. If you've played State of Decay, this will feel instantly familiar. You're digging through loot containers, filing cabinets, fridges, dumpsters, you name it, and it uses that same tension-filled system. You can search containers quietly, which takes forever, or you can speed things up and make a ton of noise. But if you do, yeah, get ready to say hi to that entire horde outside crashing your party. And then there's the inventory system. If you love the pain of Escape from Tarkov's Tetris backpack simulator, you'll be right at home. You'll be dragging bags into bags, rotating loot to make things fit, and praying you can squeeze just one more item. It's basically bagception. And if you're even a little OCD, this game will either be your dream or your nightmare. Maybe both. Let's talk about what the gameplay really looks like. You can build your own base, clear out infected zones, and even take on boss fights scattered throughout the map. Some areas like underground bunkers are locked behind keycards, so you'll need to explore and scavenge to find the keys along the way and hold on to them. These bunkers are tough, often guarded by strong bosses, but the loot inside makes it all well worth the risk. You can also set up a car garage, go fishing, and when you're geared up enough, head into the radiated zones, packed with high-level rewards. You can even mod your guns to fit your playstyle, adding attachments that give you an edge when things get dicey. It's that classic survival setup. Go anywhere, but not right away. You have to earn it. The combat blends melee, ranged weapons, and smart avoidance. Sometimes sneaking past a horde is the best call. Ammo is scarce in the early game, so I usually hold on to it for the high-risk, high-reward areas. Those tense encounters where every shot matters and one mistake could end it all. All of that gameplay depth comes from a project that started small. SurrounDead launched in early access back in June 2022, developed by a solo indie dev who goes by Survivor. It flew under the radar for a while, averaging just a few hundred players, but thanks to steady updates and a recent viral discount, this game's popularity has exploded. Right now, it's single player only, but it doesn't feel empty. The world is quiet, eerie, and full of tension. Gearing up for main objectives and heading into major points of interest always feels like a risk. The zombies are not just background noise. They'll swarm you fast if you slip up. Ammo matters. Planning matters. If you go in loud, you'll be overrun in no time. And despite not having multiplayer yet, SurrounDead is now pulling in 3,000 to 5,000 concurrent players on Steam. That spike came after a 50% off sale and some major content patches, and it hasn't slowed down. And people are genuinely loving this game. Steam reviews are sitting at a very positive 93%, which is just shy of overwhelmingly positive. Let's talk a few ways SurrounDead could improve. First up, co-op. This game would be a lot more fun with friends. Having someone there to help gather materials, take down tough bosses, or pull you out of a bad situation when you're suddenly surrounded, that would completely change the experience in a good way. Next is sound design, especially for melee combat. Right now, when you hit a zombie, it kind of sounds like you're smacking a pillow. There's just no weight to it. A more impactful sound when landing hits would go a long way in making combat feel more satisfying. And finally, after the 10-hour mark, the gameplay can start to feel a little repetitive. There's a strong foundation here, but some added variety or long-term progression could really help with replayability. And overall, SurrounDead isn't reinventing the genre. It's just doing the essentials really well. It takes familiar mechanics and turns them into a satisfying, replayable loop. With steady updates, a growing player base, and co-op on the way, it's already a fun ride, and it's only getting better. If you've enjoyed this breakdown, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. I've got a lot more underrated survival game reviews on the way. And if you have any hidden gems you're currently playing right now, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.